I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Woohoo! Happy Friday, everyone. I feel like it's been eons since I have been able to spend some time with all of you. I want you to know that I love and appreciate you all, and it is such a privilege and an honor to be here celebrating Women's Day with some of my amazing friends. Um, if you and I have not met yet, my name is Inga and I am recognized as a community connection catalyst. So, what does that mean? Well, I help you make more friends and money. So, if you need any one of those two things, please send me a message and let's get talking. Community is everything. And if you've heard about me, if you've seen me online, you will know that I talk about Ubuntu. So, what is Ubuntu? Let me just show you quickly. Ubuntu is an ancient African word with its roots in South Africa, like me, and it means humanity to others. It is often described as reminding us that I am because we are. And the reason why I am such a big advocate for this principle of Ubuntu is because the person that you see before you today would not be had it not been for my people, my community, some of who are sitting in the green room waiting for me to bring them up on stage. I get emotional because I love my community, my friends, my family, these people that I have grown close to over the years and who turned from being friends, from being strangers to friends to now being family. So, without further ado, why don't I bring one of them up? Welcome, Diane.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day to you. Won't you please introduce yourself? Let everyone know who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Diane Beyer, and I'm located in the suburbs of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I work for a trade adjustment assistance center here in the United States, which helps U.S. manufacturers compete globally. So I'm also a mom of three and a wife and good friend.
Yes, you most certainly are. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Welcome to you, Biljana.
Hello, everyone. Happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Day. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. And so glad to be here and to be on your show and to see all of you watching right now.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Won't you please introduce yourself? Let everyone know who you are and what you do.
I'm Billy, or Biliana is the full name, and I teach people how to be mindful, to be happier, to be balanced, to have this internal wisdom and harmony that we all need, especially nowadays, and I remind people to always go internally and to find that internal world that has all the wisdom we've got, all of us have.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for being here and welcome to you. I want to bring on another Wonder Woman. Hello, Yvette. How are you?
I'm well. Hello. Happy International Women's Day, and thanks so much for having me here.
It's a pleasure. Happy International Women's Day to you. Won't you please let everyone know who you are and what you do?
Mm. I'm Yvette Walker, and I help people find and choose joy, their inner joy. I'm the host of a podcast called Positively Joy. I'm an author of devotionals and books on joy, and I just published my first novel about a woman journalist who is a Christian, and she goes back home to the scene of her first big story, which was a serial killer, and it's called 60. And so those are a few of the things that I do.
I love it. Yvette, by the way, you and Diane should talk.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome, Whitney. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy International Women's Day.
And to you as well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little dressed down because I'm going to be leading a walk a little later, but I'm happy to be here and share the stage with some amazing ladies.
Happy to have you here. Won't you please introduce yourself? Let everyone know who you are and what you do.
Of course. Yeah, my name is Whitney Koch. I live in the Houston, Texas area. I'm also a wife and mom. I've got a kindergarten boy who's getting ready to have field day today. So excited. I'm also a content writer and account manager with Keystone Click, a digital marketing agency based in Milwaukee.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And one more. Let's say hello to Michelle.
Hey,
Oh my
Michelle.
God, that's me. Oh yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine and happy International Women's Day. I was actually going to say something about Happy Equals Day because I am different, you know me. But I'm not going to mention that. So no. Anyway, but
Okay.
hi. No, anyway, hi, and I am Michelle Quick, and I am from Denmark. Um, I am a perspective coach, and I help women change their perspective with 1% so their lives change about 100%.
Wow.
So, and I'm a mom, and please have me in your prayers because I'm a mom to a teenager. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so yeah,
Isn't it?
and and I'm so thankful to being here, and I love that you get mushy because that keeps the spot away from me when I get mushy. So yeah, happy to be
Yeah.
here
You know, you and I get together and we cry anytime.
always. And the
Well,
bread was so nice. Wow.
right. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Wow. What an honor it is to be on stage with all of you. Thank you for being here and spending this time with me. Let's go to the comments before we move on with the conversation. Oh my goodness. Look who it is.
Woo.
Katie says, "Good morning, everyone. Happy International Women's Day to all my favorite ladies. And to you. You are one of our favorites too. Thank you for being here, Katie. Hope you're having an awesome week." And we have Dorothy. She says, "Hello, friends." Hi, Dorothy. Thank you for tuning in and being here with us. Happy Women's Day. Um, of course, Katie is like saying hi to everyone, and we've got Catherine who says that she's listening in. Thank you, Catherine, for being here. And Katie is exclaiming because, oh my goodness, teenagers. Yeah, Whitney, you're not there yet. Praise you, but at least you have a boy. Yeah, you guys know I have three girls, and I'm right now in the thick of it because my middle daughter is 16. Say no more, right? Oh my goodness. So, let me ask you, ladies. I'm originally from South Africa, and I'll tell you that I didn't know about International Women's Day until I moved to this side of the world, um, because we celebrated our own Women's Day, which is on the 9th of August. So, um, let me ask, when did you become aware of Women's Day and what it really means? I'm gonna go to whoever was lost, which is Michelle.
Oh, uh, see, when did I? Now there is a Danish film. Uh, I think it's called Only a Girl or something like that, and it came out when I was a child, so it was there along the way all the time. And now Women's Day on the 8th of February was actually established in Denmark.
On
Uh,
March,
Sorry?
8th of March.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
Uh,
going.
and the women battle and burning the bras and everything has been on the way in Denmark for a very long time. So I think that every girl in Denmark is aware of this, but the special dates and why and when and who started it, I became aware in 2020, 21, I think, when I had to give a speech about it. So then I dived down to it. But the whole women empowerment movement, I was brought up with. My mom, she was a Red Sox. Red Sox is a different meaning in the States and everywhere else, I know. But in Denmark, it's a woman that is strong and taking care of herself and um, doing all the chores in the home and managing the car and so on and so on. So she was everything, and I had that kind of mom. So
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Whitney?
Yeah, I really only came to learn about it, I would say a couple of years ago. At my previous job, I did social media for the company. And so that's kind of how it got on my radar. And I liked using it as an opportunity to celebrate the women that I worked with. Had a role in the manufacturing industry, which is typically a male dominated industry. Yeah, so that's really how I got to learn about it. And it's amazing how I love how each year they sort of have a theme, and there are so many great resources available online. And yeah, I think it's really great that we have this special day to lift each other up. Hopefully, we're doing that every day, but it's
Yes,
nice to have a special day to
yes,
really
please.
celebrate all the amazing things that women have done and are doing.
Love it. Thank you. What about you, Yvette?
I actually learned about Women's History Month first, and then became aware of the day. And so I'm not quite sure why that is, but that's just how it happened for me. And every there's so many like amazing months, especially in the beginning of the year. You know, it's kind of, I'm not really sure what January is, but there's Black History Month, and then there's Women's History Month, and there's several really great diverse months kind of starting out in the beginning of the year.
Yes,
And it's just so nice to see people recognized. Of course, in the United States, women are the majority. I think we're still the majority, so we're really not the minority, but still sometimes we're seen that way. And
yes.
it's just nice to recognize all of us with these months and days. And so yeah, that's how I kind of think about it.
Awesome. Thank you. What about you, Billy?
It has been around my whole life. I'm originally from Bulgaria, and we've been celebrating 8th of March as Women's Day, but also Mom's Day. So it's both. It's not just Women's Day, which is very interesting.
Interesting.
And the whole Eastern European bloc actually has been celebrating this. I don't know. I have to be honest. I don't know when that started, but
Mm.
that was definitely somewhere either between World War I and World War II, or right after World War II. I'm not quite sure, but it has been around for a really, really long time.
Interesting. I have to tell you actually, you know how I got to know about International Women's Day was because I had a colleague who was a gentleman who was actually Eastern European. And he wished me Women's Day one day, and I was like, what? Because to me, I was like, but I thought only South Africans celebrated Women's Day on August 9th. Like I wasn't aware of this day.
Can I just very quickly mention how we celebrate it
Tell
in
me.
Bulgaria? Literally every kindergarten and every kid always prepare for weeks like a special card. It's a handmade by the kids for their mom, and they do like the whole card is handmade by the kids. Then they always have like photographers going to the kindergartens and schools to take photos of the kids, and then they make an extra like a mini pocket calendars with the picture of the kid, or any kind of like it's a lot of like any kind of books and notebooks and calendars and everything with the pictures
Wow.
of the kids. And on 8th of March, they do like a huge celebration, like a ceremony where they sing, they dance, the kids. They sing, they dance in the school and in the kindergartens. And all the moms go and they just get a lot of handmade
That's beautiful.
sweets and yeah, cakes and all kind of foods. So they literally celebrate, the moms and the kids celebrate together in the schools and the kindergartens, which is makes it really special, I have to say. So yeah. And then what is really funny for the moms, then you've got pictures of your kid on 8th of March, pretty much a week before that, but it's like from every year of your kid, you've got the pictures, and then you can see how the kids change throughout the years, which I think
Wow.
is quite cute.
That is cute. That's awesome. Thank you. What about you, Diane?
So it's been an evolving over the years. For me, it wasn't something in my childhood that was something that, the schools ever really brought up. And I do know that there was a huge change when my children went to school compared to when I went to school. So it's been something that's been, but I'm going to throw a different perspective in because it's changed for me the last couple of years because of you, Inger, because of our friendship, and because of all of the friends that I have connected with through you, because now I have connections to people in international countries and places that I would not have met in my own community. And so now, like Michelle is from Denmark, and Michelle and I have been on your show many times. And when I think of International Women's Day, I now have actual people that I consider friends that I sit here and I become better, as you say. We are better together. I gain the perspective and knowledge from them sharing
Mm.
from what life is like on their side of the world.
Yeah.
And I believe we all become better. So the last couple of years has definitely, took off like a rocket of a total different trajectory and perspective on International Women's Day.
Wow.
And it's been wonderful because in our being able to speak to each other this way, we are making the world a closer community. Um, and so I thank you all for that.
Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you, Diane. I can honestly say that for me, like the last few years has really amplified how small the world actually is. The internet has really made it possible to speak to Bolyana that's there in Bulgaria, to speak to Michelle that's in Denmark, to speak to the three of you that's in the States. And before September, I'd never visited the States at all. Right? I've been in Canada, but I also had a South African passport, so yeah, I wasn't going to apply for that visa. But yeah, for me, what changed for me was really um, in 2021, I shifted my focus and I started, or should I say, my perspective, Michelle. um, and that's the year that I met you, I believe, Michelle. So for me, it's changed in terms of, you know, um, really being more aware of women and what they have contributed to society. I started off before, like when I started doing Wonder Women Wednesday, it was really to focus on women of the past that were very unknown, that actually impacted society and how they did it. And sharing that with my community, and people were like, oh, I never heard of this person, I never heard of that person. And just introducing and helping people to see that, what, we as women, we make an impact, um on a whole, and we need to recognize it. So uh ooh, let's go to the comments, guys. People are making me laugh in here, oh my word. um okay, so Catherine says all those smiles made her morning. We're glad. Thank you. And Katie says this week has been crazy busy, like a tornado for her. Oh my word. Sending you so much love, Katie. Catherine, she says every day is International Women's Day around her house because she's the only girl. Oh my gosh. And Katie says, no, don't say at least you have boys. Oh my word. Because being a mom of boys is like going slowly through a heart wrenching breakup over years. Wow. Boys and moms are such an incredible bond that is unexplainable. Wow. I know, I didn't get that. And I wanted it. With each of my girls, I wanted a boy. They know. Don't worry, it's not a secret. Oh my word. Katie says, I never knew about it or paid any attention to it, but it is printed in my calendar. Awesome. And Catherine says, Katie, boys smell. Oh my word. Yeah, Biljana. And
Facts.
you're on mute. We can't hear you. Oh my gosh.
I had to put myself on mute, otherwise you're gonna hear my giggling and laughing all the time.
That's okay. Whitney says it is hard being a boy mom too, Katie. A different kind of hard. Wow. Yep. I can imagine.
So, can I jump in here? Because
Yeah.
I have two daughters and a son. And I'm the oldest of three daughters, and my husband's the oldest of five boys. So,
Wow.
when our daughter was born, all of the family and community said, well, that's a girl for you. And then when my son was born, and of course we bought it because I didn't have brothers, he didn't have sisters. And then my son was born, and everybody said, well, that's a boy for you. Okay. And then my youngest was born. And my youngest proved to the world each child is their own personality, and we need to respect them for the own being that they are.
Mm,
And yes, raising the miracle of your child can be challenging,
Mm,
right?
mhm,
And we step in that role of parent without any experience.
yeah.
So, sometimes we need to grant ourselves grace and space as parents, but as our children, we often, the negativity associated, it's always hard raising a child. There are always challenges. There's always something that has to happen.
Mm,
But if anybody knows me, I call the coin, flip the script, and stand on the positive side. There are so much more benefits of being a parent and raising a child and being an advocate for that child. And that child brings so much wonder and glory into the world that I think we need to often, as parents, flip that coin and stand in the wonders
mm.
of
I
life
love that.
and raising children. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tie that to International Women's Day also, if I get a chance, because that's what we also need to do with each other as fellow women in the world, is to flip the script and become more supportive of each other in our motherhood.
Mhm.
And so forgive me for going off topic,
That's
but
fine.
you know, I know too many women who have been mothers out of wedlock, who
Mm,
carry on their shoulders the shame like bricks. And I think we need to all support each other by flipping the coin and realizing that we are the goddesses of life. We bring life into the world. We hold that miracle in our arms and we raise that. And I think it's a whole different perspective
mhm.
when you look at it as we're life bearers. We are mothers, and I think we need to start supporting each other in that positive place.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sorry for the
That's okay. That's good. And
segue.
let me. I'd like to bring Yvette on to speak to women who have not birthed a child. Um, so go ahead, Yvette.
No, I love we have moms here on screen and we have moms in the comments. Moms are so wonderful. But there's some of us who have not had that opportunity. And I will tell you this, I've lived a long time, and there was a time when I wondered, if I wasn't going to be a mom, what was I here on earth for? Like, what was my purpose? And I struggled with that for a while. And I remember, I'm a journalist, and I remember one time I was working at a newspaper, and one of our columnists, who also didn't have children, wrote a column about Mother's Day. But I believe that all women are nurturers. We are, with Diane just saying that we bring life. We're life givers. I mean, all women, whether we have children or not. I truly believe that, and I think that we have our own roles to play, and whether or not we have children, like if we do, wonderful. If we don't, there are women who feel shame for not being able to have children. And so I would say, if you cannot have children or did not have the opportunity for lots of different reasons, we shouldn't feel that way. But we have our own life that we can give. And somehow, I think somehow, even those of us who don't have kids, we are able to nurture and coach children. They just seem, I think we gravitate. So I've gravitated in my role as an educator. And even before I became a full time teacher for a while, I was a coach of high school students. And I don't know, I do believe there's some kind of a nurturing aspect there. But I do know that I did wrestle with that for some years about, well, why am I here? And God put us on this earth for lots of reasons. And I definitely think we bring life, whether we have children or not. But to all the moms out there in particular, I love my sister who's a mom. My niece calls me her unofficial mom. So
Oh,
so I do have a young woman, not maybe not so young anymore, but she's getting older, but a young woman that I try to pour life into when I can.
yeah, that's beautiful. And you're so right, Yvette. Even if we don't get to have that opportunity, we birth other things. And
So true.
I have a friend who actually I have a friend who said, you know, she wasn't able to birth a baby, but she was able to birth a different kind of baby, in terms of a business and also impact that she's had on the lives of others. We had someone that was going to join us in studio, but I see that she's dropped off for some reason. So we'll wait. But thank you for that. Let's see. I want to go back to the comments. So let's go. Whitney says, how special to have a picture of your child from across the years for International Women's Day, right? Oh my word, I would love that. Um,
I'm not 100% sure you would love that. No, you will, but your kids might not be.
yes, they probably wouldn't.
No.
I mean, at school now, they have something that's called International, not sorry, sorry, I'm reading and at the same time. But at school now, they have something that's called Picture Day. And my kids, um, every year, it's,
Cool.
yeah, they bring back the pictures and we're like, nope, we can take better ones. Right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Whitney's answering that and she says, love that, Diane. World community. Exactly. And Katie completely agrees with you, Diane.
Thank you.
Um, Whitney says society couldn't function without women. Yes, I agree. And Katie says that said, I was a daughter to my mom, and that was rough for her. I know. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And she says, but boys do stink. I only breathe fresh air when I travel to the mountains. Oh my Oh Lord. Catherine is saying this. She says, when our children were born, my husband and I claimed stewardship over their lives. They aren't ours. We are responsible for them, if that makes sense. That has made it easier and more profound at the same time. Wow. Yes. And yes, 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 Katie. And I see that our friend Alejandra is back, so let me add her to the stream. Hello, Alejandra.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I thought I couldn't do it, but finally I could. I was able to stay with you this day, this important day. Happy
Oh my
Women's
God.
Day.
Happy Women's Day to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm so excited. I was trying to listen to your conversation, and I was remembering that I am a blessed mother of 6 kids. And it has been my life. I was remembering that my life was so difficult because I have twins that were born when they were 6 months.
Wow.
And it was really a hard time for me because I already had a baby, a 2 years old baby and a 1 years old baby, and then the twins. And
Wow.
it was really hard time. And I was listening to Diane, and I see that we overcome everything with our children, right?
We do. We
Yeah,
do.
Yes,
it
we
is.
do.
It's magic, I think, because nowadays I think of myself, and I don't know if I could do it now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Won't you please share with us who you are and what you do, Alejandra?
No, well, I'm a life coach and mentor. I'm also an English teacher. And well, I always try to connect with women, mostly in my country here in Chile, because I work a lot with entrepreneurs and who want to try to get the best of them and take out all the good things. And I mostly work with them like mentoring. And I work also with people using my positive coach because in my life, I think that the most important thing is the gratitude. And
Mm,
I have always worked with gratitude a lot.
mhm,
And with everything that I do, everything in my life is being grateful for who am I,
mhm.
for the people that surround me, the people who I get to know, like you. And I thank God for my life every single day, for all my experiences, for everything. I think it's so important.
Beautiful. Can you share with us when was the first time that you became aware of International Women's Day and the significance of it?
Well, as I'm a teacher, like teachers, we were always trying to involve children with this day, trying to let them know how this day became international, and trying to let them know the importance of a woman in each other's life, the importance of a woman as a father, as a mother, as a teacher, as a secretary, whatever you are. But everybody must know that a woman is so important. And that's why I became teaching, and I became showing people that we women are able to do so many things that men can do. And we can do the same things too. And we can do it in a good way because we are I mean that we are blessed with that intuition that women have, that we
Mhm,
can do many things at the same time, and
mhm,
that we can stand whenever difficulties are coming into our lives, we can deal with them.
mm.
So
Beautiful.
I always try to teach my students to let them know the importance of a woman, the importance of their mother, the importance of a teacher, and a woman in a life.
Beautiful. Um, let's let me ask you one moment. I just want to ask you actually I know that we need to be cognizant of everyone's time, and I know a few of us will need to drop off. So let me ask you, Yvette, what are your final thoughts that you'd like to share with everyone, and um, let us know, please.
I love this community, and I love what we've been saying about how women need to connect and need to be with each other.
Mm-hmm,
And I found, and in my own life, there was a time when things can be going great, like on the outside, things can be going great at work or even sometimes at home, but you can have this, this emptiness, this feeling of being numb. And sometimes you can't describe it. And I talk about that in the work that I do with Positively Joy Ministries. Obviously, we are a ministry, and we talk about it in terms of faith. Excuse me. But I would say that when those times happen, and I always tell people that, you are not really, nothing, in my opinion, nothing completes us except our faith. But when we look to be completed by another person or another thing, I think that's when we get into trouble. We need to find and choose our own inner joy, and whether for you that comes from faith or from that inner spirit to yourself. I think that we just need to, don't forget to call on other women to help during those times when we're having difficulties, whether or not we're just feeling like there's an emptiness inside and we don't know why. I think women can help us with that. So that's something I know I've experienced.
mm-hmm.
And if you have faith, you call on your faith for sure. But, God put women on this earth for us to help each other and to be surrounded by each other. And we need to not forget that.
Beautiful. Just thank you. Oh my word. I want to say this is a great segue into something that I'm passionate about, which is health. And 2024 for me is a year where I want to focus on that. And so, if you're watching this, if you're participating in this live stream, I want to invite you, if you would like to be part of a group of women that are coming together and sharing our health journeys with one another. Please send me a message and let me know. A few of you are already part of it. So just send me a message. I'll invite you. We're just coming together on WhatsApp, and it is a 75-day health challenge where you who are participating, it is up to you to decide what the parameters are of your challenge. You decide, and it's just a place for you to be inspired and motivated by others that are walking this journey alongside you. So send me a message, let me know, and I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. I'm sorry, this is only for women because we want to create a safe space for all of us to be able to share and come together. So please send me a message if you're interested. And let me ask you, Billy, I know you also need to go. So what are your final thoughts that you'd like to share with all of us?
Yes, do apologize. I need to drop very soon.
Mhm.
I strongly believe that right now we live in times when our role as women includes also something super important, and that is to help the men around us. I'm not talking only about our partners, the kids. I don't have kids, but the kids you've got as sons, but all men around us to embrace their strengths and also to help them express their emotions. It's been centuries and centuries when men literally can't, they've been taught and they've been programmed to not show emotions, to not express their emotions. And literally they're struggling so much. This
Wow.
kind of a program where women is okay for women to show their emotions, is not okay for men to show their emotions, and that brought a lot of inequality in the society. And I think part of the issues we've got health wise as physical and mental and emotional health right now, that imbalance comes exactly because we still kind of have the belief that one sex can express the emotions, the other one should not. And we as women, I think it's right now the time to help them and to make it as a new norm, to make it as, it's not because we're women and we can show what is going on internally, but also to help them learn how to do it, because it's really really difficult. Every time when I work with men, I can see that they struggle a lot, and I think that we women around them can help them, simply as showing them how to do it, literally. And I strongly believe that once that happens and it becomes really a new norm, then men are gonna feel a lot more balanced, and that always comes back to us as
Mm,
abundance. We give abundance and we receive abundance
yes.
of all that is internal balance inside us. So
Beautiful.
yeah, I might shoot me if you want, but I might just put yet more another thing to do in the
That's
to-do list.
okay.
But it is important, and that's what I've been seeing lately.
Thank you, Biliana, and thank you to you, Yvette. Sorry, Yvette, I know you need to drop off. Can you tell us where to find you if we want to connect with you, please?
Absolutely. Excuse me. You can find me at positivelyjoy.com. And I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at Yvette Walker and Positively Joy. It's
Oh,
really been wonderful being here.
it's been wonderful to have you. Thank you very much. And making an amazing rest of your International Women's Day.
Thank you. And the same to everyone else.
Thank you, Yvette. What about you, Billy? Where can we find you?
You can now find me on LinkedIn as Biljana Georgieva. Tongue twister is my name, I know, but it's written underneath. um, I'm also on Facebook with my name, and you can find me on YouTube. But best would be LinkedIn and Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you.
And thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this show, Inga.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being you. Thank you for coming on the camera because I know how much you hate videos. And thank you for embracing the woman in you every day and every time when you do a show. It's just, it's so special when you do your shows. And I love you for that.
Thank you. I love you, Billy. And let me know if you want to join us, even if because this is not it's a whole journey, a whole health journey, right? So we're talking about mind, body, soul, what
Yeah.
um and just supporting one another, linking arms.
Mm.
Be
Love
blessed.
you all.
Bye. Love you too. Whew. Let's go to the comments. Are you guys still okay to stick around?
Yes.
You four. Okay. Let's go to the comments and then we can also wrap up.
Whitney has to go.
Whitney, you have to go. Okay. Oh, that's fine. I know you're going to lead a walk. So tell us, what are your final thoughts, and where can people find you?
Yeah, my final thoughts are, whew, I got a lot. But I think what I want to say is, what I want to see and experience is women truly supporting women. I think
Yes.
women often have difficulties doing that for whatever reason. I don't know if that's internalized misogyny or what that is, but I would love for us to really see, um, to see that go away, and to really be here to support other women and lift other women up. Because that's how we're going to continue making progress, by working towards those goals together. And I want to thank you for this opportunity to celebrate International Women's Day with so many awesome international women. And also for the special community that you've created on WhatsApp for this health journey. I'm really excited for that. And I hope everyone has a lovely day.
Me too. Happy Women's Day, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. And I agree. We need to truly support one another without any ulterior motive or without anything that's lingering in the background. It's just open our hearts. I know that we're taught that, I guess, we need to shield ourselves from getting hurt,
Mm,
but I don't know, like, how do you love if you do that
yeah. Yeah.
and love wholly and completely, right? So anyway, where can people find you, Whitney?
Here on LinkedIn would be the best. Whitney Koch in the Houston, Texas area. Find me.
Woohoo! Thank you, Whitney. Thank you for being here, and happy
Oh, thank you
International
for
Women's
having me. Bye,
Thank you for
everyone.
being awesome. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, let's go to the comments and then we can wrap up. Ooh. Okay, Katie came back and she said, "Yes, Catherine, I agree. I was given these boys to mother. They belong to my heavenly Father, and I pray I helped mold them into the men He created them for." Beautiful, beautiful. Um, Dorothy, she's super excited to be spending time here with us. And Katie says, I just deleted WhatsApp, but if you and Whitney are doing it, I want in. Yes, come back. Oh my gosh. And Whitney's agreeing with Biljana. Um, Katie says, yes, Biljana. My boys and husband are all pretty in touch with their feelings, but always working to help them. The balance is key. Oh my goodness. And Catherine says, my calendar just notified me that Ink is going live at 8:30. Oh my gosh. Right? And we're here. Thank you for being here. And I love it. Oh, Katie, we love you. Um, I want to I want to dive in a little bit because Alejandra said she has 6 kids. And I saw everybody's reaction. Like, it's like, wow, you deserve a medal. So tell us, Alejandra, how was that, and how did you manage? I'm sure there must have been a lot of support from other women in your community, but tell us about it.
Yes, it was. I must say, when I think about those times, they were not easy times. They were not easy because I had to work to keep on working as a teacher, to support the family because
Hmm.
everything is so expensive. And but I think that every time I something happens in my life, I see God. I tell myself, God sends you what you are able to manage with. You
Mm,
know, I'm sure everybody told me, how can you deal with so many kids? I don't know. It's the essence of being a woman. Because you are a backbone of your family, you are a backbone of your community, you are a backbone of everything. So
yes.
I knew that I could do it. And I was so happy because I think that one of the best thing in my life is becoming a mother.
Mm,
I think it's so amazing. It's beautiful. And I enjoyed every single day, even though the tears when I couldn't manage with all the kids, the tears when they were sick, the sicknesses, because we spent hard times with my kids. Some of them had some difficult times regarding health, but everything passed, and I always put my life into God's hands. And I say, this is something that you send me, and I know I can manage with that. I pray a lot every
mm,
day. I pray a lot. And as women, I think I look at myself in the mirror and I say, what do you have to do now after so much time in your life? And
mm,
I tell myself, I have to support others. I have to leave a legacy. I
mm,
have to give optimism in life,
mm.
happiness. And you will always look at me smiling because I
Yes,
smile because of life.
yes.
And I
Beautiful.
think that this is the important thing of a woman. Now I see my kids, they have grown up. I already became a grandmother. So,
Right.
so proud. I'm so proud and so happy. And I enjoy every day. And I know
Beautiful.
that I see your faces. I know that you feel what I do because we as women feel the same thing and we understand each other in our roles.
Yes, beautiful. I love that. Thank you, Alejandra. Diane, what because we're approaching the hour, so I want to ask you, what are your final thoughts, and really and also where can people find you, please?
Okay, well, I can be found at LinkedIn. So Diane Byer in the greater Philadelphia area. That's the easy one. My final thoughts, I actually have two. For whoever needs to hear it, I want to say we need to work on our internal voice and make sure that our internal voice and the voice that we have, that we are talking to ourselves, is a positive one, our own best friend. And if your internal voice is your own worst enemy, please help them pack and move out. You are the main character of your own life movie, and you have to have your own best friend be your internal voice. The second thing I want to say is, and somebody else already started talking about this earlier, we have had for generations, going back to our great grandmothers and our great great grandmothers, we had the society look at us as women and look at us as more than or less than others. Whether you're a mother, you're more than those that don't have children. If you're a mother because you had children in wedlock, you're more than those that were less than having it. It's time for us to break those generational negative traditions and mentalities that have come down, and for us to realize that none of us are more than or less than each other. We are human, and to
Mm,
embrace the humanity. And I think that, and that goes to what Whitney was saying about supporting each other more and standing up for each other as women. And Inger, I have to thank you because you are manifesting that with connecting us all. We are four left here on the stage. We are representing Canada, Chile, Denmark, and the US. And yet we're coming together and supporting women all across the globe. And that's what we need to do. We need to realize that we all have value. We all have an external voice that brings something of importance to each other, and we are better when we are together.
Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Wow.
Appreciate all you, my friend.
I love you too.
All
Thank
of
you.
your guests and all my new friends.
Yes.
Make it a glorious day. Celebrate yourself and celebrate others.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Wow. And if you need to go, please feel free.
I'm waiting for the door to open. I'm waiting for my next appointment. So if I just close off, somebody's walked in the office.
All good. All good. But thank you. Those are
Thank you
such
much.
valid points. And I love what you said about um if your inner voice is not your best friend, help them pack and move out. Oh my gosh. Like the visual was just incredible.
Yeah, why live with a bully? And why would we live with a bully inside our heads? And you can identify that as if you are speaking to others kinder than you're speaking to yourself, you need to address that. And one of the things that I have done, I've been on your show before, we talked about being present in your own life. One of the things I've done is I've journalized and I've wrote in a journal, be your own best friend. And then every day write something kind to yourself, as you would say to your own best friend. Here's a little key, right? Your subconscious hears everything that you hear, everything you say, and everything you think. Only it does not know the difference between a truth, a lie, a joke, or sarcasm. So it will take it all as truth and remind you. So, for example, a student studying for a test says math is hard for me. When they get into the test, the brain will say, you don't know this. This is too hard for you. We need to make sure that we're always being our positive best friend and saying, I can learn, I can grow, I can do, I can be, and support ourselves. And what a better life full of joy you will have when you let that bully inside your head, your own worst enemy, pack up and leave your life, and you embrace the wonderful best friend within you. It will change your life.
It will. Beautiful. Speaking about change, let's go to Michelle.
Hey,
Hey, Michelle. So, what are your final thoughts?
I never have final thoughts. They never
Where can
stop.
people find you?
Never. No, I need to say something. I need to say something. The thing is, before actually meeting you and a lot of all of these wonderful people, before I came on LinkedIn, I actually didn't like women.
Mm,
I had some friends because I thought that I had to be with them, but I didn't feel that I was part of them. I
mm,
didn't have a women community and I didn't understand other women. So I
mm,
didn't like them. I was a tomboy, but I was also always the most feminine woman in the room.
mm,
So, and before having children, you wouldn't, uh, I wouldn't be caught dead with a child in my arms. Anyone asking me, "Do you want to hold this child?" I go, "No, they smell," especially the boys. But anyway, I've been learning about other women. I've been learning about myself. If it comes
mm,
down to me not loving myself enough and not understanding myself, I think that's the shoe dropping actually, because then I certainly wouldn't understand anyone else. So um, community is important, and I love that it's about community, and I love that we can stand together. And yes, I can feel the warmth and us being women together, because uh, you are part of my tribe. It's about finding your tribe. It's not about that you were a woman and then you're instantly my friend. No way. Never. Because we are not, I don't think that we are women and then we instantly know each other. We have our tribe, and it's our tribe we have to feel that we belong to.
Yeah.
And being part of a tribe is also, for me, having men in my life, it not to complete me, but that we understand each other in another way, because men have always been a part of my life, because we think different and the same in many parts. So for me, this day is certainly about fighting for our women rights, but also fighting for us being equal in the world,
Mm,
because we can do everything ourselves, but it's more fun if we do it together.
yes. Yes. Beautiful. And where can we find you?
I don't know. I don't know how to find myself. No. Uh, and who am I? No. But on LinkedIn right now is the best place, of course.
And what about your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. What? Yes. Good. YouTube channel. Yes, over 100 videos. I'm never going to stop. Yes, and I'm going. And there's a podcast coming up, and there's
Woohoo!
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're going to help me. So, so, and I'm a co-author of different books also. So, but
Yes.
yeah, my YouTube channel is called Your Future You, and you can find it by writing that and my name. So, or else write me on LinkedIn. I will send you the link. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you. Wow. Can I tell you something?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. I I went to a girls' school in high school, but I always felt weird being there because I felt like first of all, like it's creating imbalance when you just exclude one gender. But the other thing that I felt was why I felt weird is because I preferred to be friends with boys because there was less drama, or
Oh
so
yeah.
I thought. So I thought, right? Because I'm discovering men do have drama too. But anyway, that's besides the point. And I so agree with you. Like, just because you're a woman doesn't mean we should be friends. It's really about finding my tribe and finding who I connect with. And ladies, you're all here, and the others that have left, you're all here because we connect with each other. Um, I would not be the me that I am without you, Michelle, without you, Diane, without you, Alejandra, and the others that were here with us. Without you, Catherine, Katie, Laura, and I hate mentioning names because I always leave somebody out. But before I um, conclude what I want to say, let me ask you, Alejandra, what are your final thoughts and where can we find you?
Well, my final thoughts are that this sense of community that you have built with us are really amazing. They seem like a guide to my life. You have lightened up my life with this sense of community, with women being together. We we are from so far away countries with different thoughts, different prayers, different beliefs, and now we are together, joined by the same things. We want the same things, and that's amazing. I love it.
Beautiful.
So
Thank
thank you for that. Thank you for building this sense of community. Thank you, Michelle, Diane, for your words. I love it. I feel so touched with those words. And well, this makes me grow a little bit more today. Always, I think that every day I grow a little bit more with the person and with the people I meet in my life. And
you.
that's beautiful.
Yes, that's so important, right? Alejandra, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me in LinkedIn with my name Alejandra Praus, but with my I am CEO of Breaking Boundaries. It's a place where you can share with different peoples from all around the world, and also in Facebook with my name Alejandra Praus too, or Instagram too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you
And
very much for being here.
thank you for being here. Thank you, ladies, for coming and spending this time with us. And for those that are watching and or catching the replay, thank you for being here and spending your time. Um, I want to see. Hold on. Before I finish up, I want to see this. Oh my God. Catherine says, "Fine, Michelle. I didn't like you either."
Morning.
Um, And Catherine says, yes, if you don't have boys, you really don't understand just how bad they smell. I had brothers and I still had no clue how bad it was going to be. Three in the house. And Katie was so right. You have to leave to breathe. Oh my word. And I want to say thank you for spending this time with me, and thank you for being part of my life, of my circle. I am better because of you guys, because of you ladies, and everyone that's in the comments, in the replay. Thank you. Um, the theme for this International Women's Day is inspire inclusion, and I want to say that the way forward towards that is really eliminating comparison, because comparison to one another is what kills that and stops us from being able to foster a sense of community. i'm not better b- I'm not better than you because of XYZ. Honestly, if we all get cut, we all bleed red. And I want to encourage all of you to, on your journey, link arms with other women and help each other be a better version of what you are today. Thank you, everyone, for being here, spending this time, and I wish you a wonderful International Women's Day. Alejandra and Michelle, I'm just sending you to the green room quickly. Happy International Women's Day, everyone. And I want to say thank you to our sponsor at AfriCarp Online Radio. If you don't know, I have a show there every Wednesday. Send me a message and I'll send you the link. Take care, be blessed, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Inspiration from Inga. Take care, God bless. Goodbye.